go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Let's go now.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Tag 50, tag 50.
Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The linebacker, Junior Gillette, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Trubisky will throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
4 down. Lock in.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. He adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Tag 53. Go here.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
carry for Blunt. Oh, he pulls over it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Play fake here on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing is Stafford. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Here's the battering ram Blunt. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. To the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Monday. Hey. Got three. Hey, go here. 301.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Hey, go here. 21.
To throw is Stafford. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And shoves him off at the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And Detroit getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now Stafford to the right side, and he's got Macklin complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Go here. Jumbo, jumbo.
Stafford gives to Abdullah on the draw. And Abdullah lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Now it's Stafford. He goes underneath to Abdullah. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Stafford. He completes it to Abdullah. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Stafford now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Stafford Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Stafford here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, 40 yards. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Hey, 18. Hey, 18. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Miller with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Move. Hey, 18. Gotta go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Reds up.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Move. Reds up.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this one is incomplete. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Hurry, hurry. Gotta go, gotta go. Blue, blue, blue. 18, 18. Red, up.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Hey, 18, go.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They pitch out to Howard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Red, up.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
18. Gotta go. Hey, 18. Go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he finds Howard complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Running with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hey, Sean Robinson in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Riddick with a carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Stafford now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They pitch to Abdullah. And he's got some space here. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Blunt. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Hey. 4 down, tag 53.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Blunt. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Lock in. Gotta go.
On the toss play, Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Hey, four down.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He's going to go for a big... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
You got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Bullard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw, Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, no, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he coughed it up. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go, let's go. Red, up.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Howard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. Trubisky to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Back to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Abdullah. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amir Abdullah in the final minute. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a second down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll run again with Blunt. And bulldozing his way through. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. In a wild card win.